Welcome to Collecting Chaos, and a little bit different Eternal Mylite project. But before we get started, just a little public service announcement from me to all of you. Wash your hands. Not just when you get ready to handle comic books. Wash your hands after you touch your cat. Wash your hands when you get up in the morning. Wash your hands after you handle money. Every chance you get, wash your hands. It's how it's one of the ways I stay healthy. That and a fairly good diet. Looking down at my stomach, maybe a little too much diet. Meaning it's a little oversized. So let's get started. I pulled out a box of comics here. I'm not going to show the whole box, but we're just going to pull some at random out. And I'm going to take them out of the bag and board. And we'll see what we got. And the first one is Gru, Sergio Gon's Gru the Wanderer from Marvel Comics, number 21. From November 1986. This one has a water stain on it. It went all the way through and was actually on the backing board. I'm lucky the comic came away from the backing board. I hope this whole box isn't like this. Some of these comics did go through a flood a while back, so. Let's see what else we got. More Gru, more Gru, more Gru. And nobody wants to see a whole bunch of Gru. But we're going to see another one anyway. I like this cover. This is number 33 from November 1987. I like Sergio Gon's art. I mean, he's cool. And he's a really nice guy. I've met him at, a few times. When WonderCon was up in Oakland, California, I met him. That's when I was living in that area. And you can see there's some fairly old boards. Let's see, what's this? Huh, didn't know I had this. No board. Not a big deal. Comics are in the box tight enough. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 1. From June of 1990 something. I can't read the print. The print on the comics, it got so fine I can't read it. Yeah, June of 1990. So that's a neat thing to run across. I didn't know I had. Do I have any more? Yeah, I got one more Guardians of the Galaxy in here. Number 59. From April 1995. Now, if you had asked me how long a run Guardians of the Galaxy was, I probably would have said, oh, maybe 10, 12 issues. Who knew? What else do we have in this box? Heroes Reborn, The Return, Part 1 of 4. I pulled this one out because I like the cover. That's always a good reason. Let me play with the focus a little bit. I don't like the way it looks on my monitor. And this came out in 1997. Let's see what else we got. Probably won't show a whole lot of comics today. Just a few. What do we got here? This one's already out of the board. Hulk 474 with an homage to and a preview from the Hulk #1 from long time ago. This was published in March of 1999. Interesting art. I kind of like it. Kickers Inc. #1 from the New Universe. The New Universe books were kind of fun. They weren't the best things in the world, but they were kind of fun. Timely Comics presents The Human Torch. I have a bunch of these apparently. And they made the pages look brown. They did that on purpose to make it look old. But this was printed in the 90s, 1997. What else we got in here? This one's going to be stubborn. Got to get out the scissors. What I said, if you can't get it open, get out the scissors. Slice it open. Bags are cheap. Comics aren't always cheap. Independence Day #0. Obviously released at around the same time as the movie. Here's something I didn't know I had. The Infinity Crusade #1 from June of 1992, or is that 93? 93. Like I said, I didn't know I had that still. And there's #2 and #5. Just leave those in the bags. And Infinity War #1. Some Iron Man. There's an Iron Man 11 from December of 94 or so. 98 maybe? I don't know. from the 90s. Most of these comics look like they're from the 90s. Oh, this is cool. The Iron Manual, #1. This was published in 1993, and this is kind of a neat book. If you've never seen it, it tells about Iron Man's armors. And if you're an Iron Man fan, even if you're just a Marvelite, this book I think is worth picking up just for the information on Iron Man's armor. Here's one at random from J2, son of the original Juggernaut. And then that looks like May of '99. This is #8. And I have some others in there also. Next we have Heroes for Hire #19, and this is January, probably around 1999 or so. Yeah, 1999, and of course you get Wolverine in it because Wolverine was what was selling comics back then for Marvel. Then we've got Hercules, #3. And it's from 1997. Interesting art, nothing fantastic. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, #3. Now those are 10 pages, which should not happen on a comic this new. It's from 1989. Yeah, those pages are definitely deep tan, almost brown. And I've got Heroes for Hire annual starring, or yeah, Marvel Comics 1998 annual starring Heroes for Hire and Quicksilver. Gee, I wonder when that was printed. Maybe 1998. And of course, if you want something to sell, you put a gorilla in it. You know, because gorillas always sell. And we've got Inhumans #2. This was part of the Marvel Knights collection, so this is around 98 or 1999. December 1998. And there were 2 different covers on a lot of the Marvel comics at this point. For the #2 issue, they put out 1 cover for #1 and 2 covers for #2. Go figure. And New Universe Justice #13. Nice white pages from November 1987. It's a nice book. Kazar #20, the last spectacular issue. Yeah, not surprising considering I was not a fan. I'm a fan of Khazar. I was not a fan of this art. I just didn't care for the way they drew Khazar. Or, yeah, I didn't care for it at all. The only reason I have that is because I don't get rid of anything. Knights of Pendragon number 9, guest starring the Amazing Spider-Man. This is from March of 1993. And it's got some stains on it. And yeah, it's in good to very good condition, maybe. You got The Last Starfighter number 2. This is from November of 1984. I don't remember if there were 2 or 3 issues of this. I think there were 3. 3. And last for today is an Epic comic, but Marvel published Epic, so the Light and Darkness War number 5, I think. Nope, number 3. And I've never had this whole series, but I would really like to read it. It's supposed to be pretty good, so maybe I'll chase it down one day. I don't know. But that's all I'm going to show you today, and like I said at the beginning, wash your hands. That's the best tip I can give you. Just wash your hands. And let me know what you thought of my new introduction, my new intro. And I'll see you next time. Bye.